I was reading your fact sheet, and I saw the fact sheet about Britain, about its economy. It's been mentioned here, the size of our economy. And I checked the figures for our own economy. And, you know, our economy, our exports for 2024, 25 have reached something like $800 billion in goods and services. And I was thinking that while we are moving in this rate, what is Pakistan's export? And it occurred to me, please, I'm not joking, this is not a joke. And it occurred to me that Pakistan's biggest export is terror. That it has become the world's largest exporter of terrorism. And this is the danger that you must make the world that you live in aware of, to make it understand the ideology of this terror. This is not an ordinary form of terror that we have witnessed in Pahalgam and so many other places. This is the terror of fascism. This is the terror of ethnic cleansing. You are in Europe. If Europe doesn't remember fascism, which continent is going to remember fascism? You have generations here who remember the era of Hitler. This is the return of that era. And we are witnessing it with our own eyes. But unless we understand it ourselves and explain it to others, we will have failed those who gave their lives in Pahalgam. We have all mentioned Pakistan's commitment literally to terrorism, but what is this ideology and where does it begin? I will be brief because my colleagues have already said what there is to say and with great energy. But briefly I will tell you that Pakistan was born in violence. It was not born through a popular movement. It was born after the great Calcutta killing of 1946. And it died in 1971 after the great Dhaka killing. And despite its death, it has not withdrawn from its commitment and its policy of violence, because for the ruling class and for its elite, it has become genetic. And it is this conversion into a genetic insistence and persistence within violence finding itself that has makes it such a serious danger to the region and to the world. High Commissioner, in the program today, we began by going to pay our respects to Ambedkarji and to Gandhiji, both great revolutionaries of the 20th century. I want to leave a story because about Gandhiji, there are many misconceptions. Yes, he was the greatest apollo of non-violence in the last 2000 years, perhaps. He believed in non-violence. But he was alive on 22nd October when the history of modern terrorism begins with Pakistan sending 5,000 terrorists across the border to seize Kashmir. 22nd October, the night of 1947. Remember the date. Gandhiji was very much around with us at that time. Exactly 7 days later, on 29th October, he met Mountbatten. And Mountbatten was astonished. He says, this man of non-violence, today he's sounding like Churchill. This is something the British will understand, and that's why I mentioned the story. That he's sounding like Churchill. And because Gandhiji said that against terrorism, we don't want non-violence. The state must stand up. The Indian Army and his quotes, direct quotes are, every soldier will fight. No Indian soldier will retreat. They will give their lives in the fight against terrorism, but never retreat. Our message is very clear, that we shall never retreat. And in that resolve and in the unity, India will find its future.